opens with a first-person view of a young man reaching to open a door. Suddenly, the scene shifts to the same young man waking up in bed, ready to start his day. This is where viewers first meet Dunji, who works several undesirable odd jobs to pay off a massive debt left by his father. He's even sold an eye and a kidney, but it has barely made a dent in the principal amount. He makes most of his money working for the Yakuza by killing devils, supernatural creatures that feed on human fear, with his dog, Pochita, who is also a devil. Dunji and Pochita swiftly defeat the Tomato Devil and are offered 400,000 yen for their efforts. However, the old man they work for scams them with hidden fees, reducing Dunji's earnings to 70,000 yen. After paying bills and debts, he's left with only 1,800 yen, about $13. Dunji reveals this is all the money they have for the next month, likely meaning they'll be dining on sliced bread for dinner. The old man and his driver watch Dunji walk by. The driver wonders why they hired Dunji, and the old man explains that Dunji is not only paying off a debt, but also does everything he's told. Desperate for cash, Dunji accepts the driver's offer to eat a used cigarette for 100 yen without hesitation, but later reveals to Pochita that he only pretended to eat it. Back at their home, which is an old storage shed, Dunji talks about his dreams of one day affording luxurious life gem for their bread. He also dreams of having a girlfriend, but he doubts these dreams will come true before he pays off his debt or dies. A flashback shows a young Dunji standing in front of a grave on a rainy day. The old man in a nearby car tells him that his father hung himself, leaving behind his debt for Dunji. What seems like a sentimental moment turns dark as the old man gives Dunji one day to come up, with 700,000 yen or face being chopped into pieces. In the cemetery, young Dunji encounters Pochita, a devil that looks like a dog with a chainsaw blade on its head. Dunji, initially begging Pochita to kill him, saves the injured devil by offering his blood. They form a pact to help each other, and the old man agrees to hire them as devil hunters. In the present, Dunji struggles to sleep and shares his dream of having jam with Pochita. He suddenly coughs up blood, reminiscent of his mother's fatal disease. Before he can dwell on it, someone knocks on his door with another devil-killing job. Dunji is driven to a remote warehouse to meet the old man. As they walk around, Dunji notices no devils present. The old man praises Dunji as a loyal worker, but then declares his hatred for dogs and has Dunji and Pochita stabbed from behind. The old man reveals he made a deal with a zombie devil, gaining demonic powers and control over zombie minions. The devil releases his zombie army on Dunji, who bleeds and stumbles away with Pochita in his hands. They are violently attacked and left for dead in a dumpster. While Dunji seems dead, Pochita clings to life, reminiscing about their past. Pochita remembers Dunji's request for him to take over his body after death. Ensuring Pochita isn't left alone, Pochita begins to fuse with Dunji, giving him a new heart. In a dreamlike state, Dunji asks Pochita if he has taken over his body. Pochita, now able to speak, says he wants to give Dunji his heart in exchange for living out his dreams and sharing them with Pochita. Dunji awakens with Pochita's tail, a chainsaw cord, sticking out of his chest. Dunji returns to the warehouse, facing the zombie devil and his minions. He resents them for wanting more than they have and feels guilty for not appreciating his life with Pochita. He pulls the cord on his chest, and though nothing happens initially, a chainsaw sound soon echoes. Dunji, transformed with chainsaws on his head and hands, unleashes a brutal attack, decimating the zombies and the zombie devil. After the battle, Dunji stands among the corpses as a black car arrives. 3 people get out, 2 men and a pink-haired woman with disdained yellow eyes. They notice Dunji, who neither smells like a human or a devil. The woman approaches and asks if Dunji is responsible for the carnage. All he can say is, "Help me," before collapsing. The woman catches Dunji, declaring him human as his chainsaw features disappear. She reveals herself as a public safety devil hunter and gives Dunji 2 options: be killed as a devil or be kept by her as a human. Dunji, intrigued by the idea of a better life, asks what he would have for breakfast, where she mentions bread with butter and jam. Dunji is thrilled, ending the episode with, "That sounds awesome."